Alrighty, let's look at excuse me. Alrighty, let's look at what we're doing today. Alrighty, so we are sitting at inside that fair value gap. I'd be looking to go long up to this fair value gap at least. There's 70 points above us. We know that when we've come into this area before, previously, it's been a rejection. So this will be an area to watch. Like I said, this 1 hour fair value gap is probably our upper target. And then ultimately this guy here. And we still have these. Should give us enough to play with today. Except I do not want to be looking at yellow. There we go. Now we're going higher. I'm going to be looking at this area here. So it looks like 87 was overnight highs. Which is what we pretty much just tapped. Almost 87.75. See how price reacts. Grab that liquidity from the 5-minute. Okay, I gotta see. Oh, that's probably slowing me down. Might be looking short on a Tesla put. All right, caught up on YouTube. Morning, Junior. Morning, Martin. Morning, Michael. Say what? On a Friday, my man. LOL, it is Friday. It is. Yeah, I usually don't trade Fridays, but probably I'm definitely taking at least one day off next week. I might take off Friday. I have taken off Thursday for the baby appointment, and then probably Friday as well because it's just nasty news. So, a little bonus stream this week. Morning rags to riches. Nice long sleeve. What does it say? It says the for the Ohio State University. Amazon had a nice 213 fall there at market open. Yeah, and it looks like it wants to dump again. Looking at meta puts, grab some meta, Tesla, and Qs. thought that was maybe the end of that move upwards. Nice SMCA divergence between ES and NQ on 15. Just that ES is a little further down, you mean? Oh, you're looking at the lows. Gotcha. Yeah, pre-market didn't really give a clean. I guess on the 5 minute maybe, but not super clean entry to go long. Just waiting for a signal to go short. We don't need to go up here. What we could do on the 1 minute is bounce, break a structure for value gap, and go short there. That is kind of what I'm looking. All right. Good morning, Huang. Good morning, TK. Good morning, Darren. Good morning, Oreo. Jesse looks like NQ has rejected fair value gap multiple times in London and just earlier. Is that a fair value gap you're taking into account or looking higher in terms of upside rejection? No, I already drew. I think we're in the one you're thinking of. So I'm either targeting this one or seeing if this 5 minute fair value gap's enough. Like 87, 925. I'm not sure which one you're talking about then. On what time frame are you seeing it? Because I don't see another one. But I'm not looking at any of those, honestly. These are the only ones I'm seeing. Tima, we will enter long after higher high break. I don't know about we. I might. I don't do any we stuff. That would make me a financial advisor. Kind of. Maybe. Risky enough to make me not say we ever. How's Tesla going? How's Tesla going? Will it keep going down? I don't know. That's what I'm, risking. That's the plan. Jan. Meta trims at 107. .80 on Qs there. Tesla was leading the charge going short, but we'll see. Not a super clean break of structure here. Um, Looking to go short. Scared of this 1 minute fair value gap. That's about it. We are past the 50% level, so we could be playing for an outside bar. Probably not getting in anything here on futures. Just gonna let my options ride. I think it's a little chasey. Q's at 0.90. New 5 minute candle. Hopping out of Tesla at 0.50. All right, out of Meta and Q's. Break even. Order filled. Boom. Ruben said, "Do you stream anywhere else?" I don't stream on like Twitch, just YouTube, and then I stream for the zero to funded members. But I do not promote that on stream. Hello, Zeus. Welcome in, Zeus. No, not anywhere else. Mine. It's in the description there, Ruben. I don't talk about it on stream, but it is in the description. As long as we can hold under this fair value gap on the one, I think it's okay to be short bias, but could be going up here. Alrighty. Probably not looking to get anything till a 15-minute 2 down, but I am tempted to go into something to feed into that. I have some sell stops in 30. Let me drop this actually. Let's go 37. Sell stop 37. It might be a wider stop than 20 though, maybe 25. Dixie's going up. Yes, looking like a break as well. Stronger, stuck a previous day low, yeah. Previous day low. Previous, wow, we barely hit that. Alrighty, I am in. Zeus, you are annoying the piss out of me right now. Wow, so that was quite the reversal. That was quite the reversal. All out, all out. 49. Man, just a whole lot of small losses this week. One, two, three, four, five. Risk to reward would have been there, man. Would have broken daily. Next target would have been all the way down here. 9er. So I'll take it. All good. Wait for another setup. Failed 2 on the 15. Now it's a failed 2 the other way. So those things happen. On to the next. Ruben, the other one doesn't have any delay. Google has one, but there's no way around it. So that's why I am able to stream on it. OPEX is always fun. So I'll stop at 35. Got filled on that. I am in short. I'm going to go the high. That is wide. Going to go 25 points. I've been very much partials. It's a hard stop at 25 here. Yeah, that low does not want to break. The risks rewards there, so I'm fine taking this, but not my favorite time that I've ever had. Might be looking to get out at a smaller loss too. Anything under 10 points is break even. I like this candle, how it's going lower, but we'll see. Back at break even for a second. All right, close and break even. Gonna wait for something a little cleaner. Another rejection of that 1 minute fair value gap. So far, we're just chopping. If we break out, I'm fine with it, and I'll get back in on a retrace. Right now, it's not breaking out. Being in something before it breaks out is pretty risque. Grab some puts though for the move. Tesla looks like a low day push. Gonna grab that. Oh wait, no, that's Meta. Where's Tesla? Tesla's way up here. Maybe if I got my tickers correct. $310 puts. I know the Q's broke a little bit. I'm up 13% there. 0.68 trim. 0.70 there. Yeah, there's the dump. At least I'm in options for it. Tesla's at 1.35. .85 on Qs. Apple looks flushy too. Wonder what the video looks like. Could be going for low day, maybe. Tony said this is hard to watch. He said that a minute ago, probably meaning watching this break. Oh wait, no, that was before probably. Yeah, I can. It'll retrace. I mean, maybe this fair value gap here is where I get in. I have absolute zero FOMO right now. 1.42 on Meta. Crowd at 120 on the overnights. Definitely looking to go short here. Might go partials with the ability to average down up there. I have a sell limit at 825. Just got filled. Yeah. I'm gonna get an average here. All right, full size 805. 805, 25. Look at that. Meta and Tesla hopping out of both there. First trim's a limit at 20. Might take one before, but we'll see. See how price goes here with the 212 down. Like to see it go straight to it. Up 12 points right now. There we go. Starting to get some more. Got to fill off there. 20 points. Stop loss break even. Got wicked out. I'm adding back in, not getting out. Stops at a proper break even. I don't know why I got filled. It didn't come within a pip or a tick, even 2 points. Back to 20 here. All right, let me get caught up on YouTube. Darren said, just trying to help. I know you are focused on everything. Yeah, I appreciate it. Plus, it is in the video. Accidentally had a buy order on the way down and lost 400. Didn't let the mistake get to me. And we just got all back and then some. Nice job. All right, doing well now. Oh, did I? I don't know if I sent that I'm out of those options, but I am. I do have ads under this break a structure low to take me to the next trim. Alex says, "What is your global plan 1 month about SPY and Q?" I don't do macro, so I have no idea. I just trade intraday. I let the market tell me where it wants to go, and I listen with an open mind. All right, there's 2R. Got to trim off there. Maybe I should have kept on to those puts. $2.15 on crowd for 400%. I'm still in Qs. Probably gonna skip the 2.5 trim. Just go straight to 4. Shouldn't be much between here and there. There's 1.02 on Qs. We'll see how price goes. Jason said patient short paid 2 out of 2 days profit target hit. Thanks as always. Nice job, Jason. Amazing work, dude. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back, guys. It's kind of rude for it to retrace while I was vulnerable in the bathroom. Crystal, did I alert that in the wrong channel? It's an overnight. It wasn't. Crystal, which server are you from? Crowd was an overnight. Overnight swing. Were there any ads in this trade? If so, yes, I added here for sure on the breakage structure, and that was probably it. Technically, I added up here because I got wicked out, but then I just added immediately in. But that wasn't like a proper ad. But so the real ads were just the breakage structure, fair value gap. Could have done 2 and 2 on, or sorry, the 3 1 1 1 3 down. That'd probably be it though. Up 60 points right now. All right, failed 2 up on the 5. Outside bar would be even better. Oh, Crystal, yeah, they don't have overnights in there. They just have options and swings. Overnights are just literally I open them at last half hour of the day and close them the next day typically. Um, so they have swings and options and futures in there, I think. Gotcha. Critique said, I think we pull back more. I don't know why we need to. It's been kind of a balanced drop. I'm definitely holding out hope that we shoot down into the next PD array. Raul said, when and how do you determine when your trading session is over after one winner or how? No, 11 o'clock every day. 11 a.m. That's when my straight strategy is at its peak, and that's when I stop trading. Holding under 15,750. Earl said why 11? It makes more sense to stop trading. 11 is generally when the market starts to slow down, turns into lunch hour, turns into chop. So yes, it makes sense to stop. Because you got to remember, whenever you put a trade on, you're risking money. It doesn't. I mean, even I fall victim to this sometimes. You feel like, especially if you're in a hot streak, that if you put a trade on, it's going to be a winner. I just need to find the right setup and then I make money. When in all reality, you have to be like, okay, after you put the trade on, you're like, okay, I'm okay losing if it loses here. And after 11 o'clock, I'm not okay losing if I take a loss, because I know that in all reality, I probably just got manipulated in the market. So yeah, see, you can even see now we're starting to slow down a little bit. Candles aren't as momentous. Just gotta trash talk the market a little bit to get it to move. No biggie. It is just a slow grind down here. Ted said, captured 73 points total, 5 wins, 2 losses, up 1,500 per account amount. I adhere to the 11 a.m. rule too. Maybe back for power hour if I see another step. Yeah, I also don't trade power hour. Most of the reason is because it means I would have to sit right here from 11 a.m. and then come back at 3 p.m. And I would rather not. So there's 4 hour, by the way. And then also, like, on Tuesday, I came back for power hour and lost every trade I took. Literally every trade I took. So it's a hard pass for me there. All right, next trim's 100 points. If we ever feel the desire to be interesting in this world as NQ. Gary said, "What a day! First time ever capturing 50 points. Thanks, over 110 points gained today. Nice job." Jason said, "I gotta start leaving runners for these Jesse 50-point runs." Yeah, but they're starting to become few and far, but not far between, but fewer. I've only caught this week. I've only caught one 50-pointer, two 40-pointers. It's been a lot of trims. Monthly, I have caught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 now. 8 of, so about a third of them go that far. I mean, not bad, but really the money you can make is from ads. I wouldn't worry about FOMO from these. I'd learn about the ads really. Darren said, "Thank you for stream, Jesse. I'm done for the day." Nice job, Darren. I'll see you. Jesse, what told you to get to add on the retrace to get into this move? I struggle entering positions once they are moving. Well, at the like foundation of it, you shouldn't really well, I shouldn't ever be scared to add into a winning position. Like that is the highest probability trade to work out in my favor at all. So adding into a winning position, I'm not really scared about, as long as you have like the knowledge that I need to keep this on a tight leash. For example, when I add here, my average is really somewhere in this area. So I have to be either okay with it going up and taking a little bit of a bigger loss, with the understanding that if it breaks, I'm down here and I'm taking a much, much bigger win. So that's why I've started to bring it to people's attention, is that the adding part, um, because it is something to be aware of, but it is so hard to learn, and it's not really something I can just say you need to add here, add here, add here. You need to know your strategy. Um, okay, I'll get back to it. Let me finish my tangent, even though it's wrong. But you need to know your strategy enough to be able to almost enter, like have your subconscious enter for you almost. You're talking about this trade. This trade was easy. This one was just to break a structure fair value gap. We broke the low of day here, right? Or overnight lows, pre-market lows. We broke that. We left a fair value gap, entered the fair value gap. I actually entered at 825 cents and then took like a average or two up here. Got an average of 805.25. Yeah, that one was easy. Yeah, it was easy. I say it's easy because it's like the most beautiful setup I could have asked for. Um, you actually this would have been the most ideal setup, but I didn't really enjoy how we came into that trade. But yeah, you could have gotten in 50 points higher on another change of character fair value gap. So now I'm just in partials. Probably not going to add. Probably just going to take my 5R, 7R, 10R trims and then trail stops. Call it a day. I see the trim and I heard it too. 5 hour trim there. I am trying. I'm doing the most boring thing you could imagine, which is working on Excel. 1.65 trim on keys. One point 90, 1.89. No, let's just go 1.87 on Amazon. Oh, and oops. I'm going to move my stops up to 75, 75. Okay. And then shut it all down. What's the R in a 5R trim? It is risk. The risk multiplier. So my risk was 20 points. I'm up 100 points. 100 divided by 20 is 5R. So 5 times my risk. Where would ideal re-ads be on NQ given how far we have extended? Well, I'm not looking to re-add, but depending how we react to this 37.25 fair value gap, maybe there, maybe at the 57 fair value gap. But like I said, I'm not looking to add. I'm expecting this thing to go all the way to 10R for the 20 points, but we should see. Gonna set these so that I at least know I got filled one way or the other. And this is just for the lore. There's Tesla coming down to low of day. Make a new one there. Alrighty. That's going to end it for today. A little bonus stream. Actually, really, really good day, obviously. Let me get caught up here. What about it?
Cost or not cost efficient, but like the most effective for my goals were to go really heavy on the evals and then, you know, just burn through evals. It doesn't really matter. And eventually I'll get all my funded accounts. Whereas because Top Step, like I said, it has a higher entry fee. And you have to pass it in 2 days. Like I found myself
Well,
not
pause.
wanting.
You don't have to pass it in 2 days.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I found myself not wanting to do the same strategy because
Mm-hmm.
like I said with Apex, I would literally take like $200-300 on a 90% sale. I would buy 20 evals. I would maybe enter 2 at every trade on a trade copier. I would go full leverage and then I would just pass or fail. And I would repeat that. And then within the week, you know, as long as I have a decent win percentage, I would have whatever. I would have like 5 to 10 PAs for the next week, and that was like okay with me, just to offset the time it would take to trade all of those evals normally. Whereas like that same strategy would be a lot more expensive on Top Step. So then I was telling you in chat, I kind of made a compromise and I didn't go full leverage on these Top Step accounts, but I kind of went 1.5 or 2x of what I would normally trade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I finally got a funded 150K, and then I'm halfway to another one. But when I was asking you about the whole payout thing, you told me like you always take the max or whatever you can take.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just worried because like it did take me like 2 to 3 weeks, even with this like 1.5 or 2x leverage strategy. It
Mm-hmm.
still took me like, I would say 2 to 3 weeks to get this funded account. So
Mm-hmm.
for that, the minuscule payout, because let's just say they let you take out 50% until
Mm-hmm.
you hit 30 winning days. Like 50% of like $2,000 to $4,000
Mm-hmm.
isn't really worth all that time it took to get this one funded. Where I'm saying like, all right, let me get like the $4,500 cushion where you see how I'm getting at? Like it's kind of tough for me to play it the same as how I'm playing Apex.
So I first I need to disclaim that I unless you're a profitable trader outside of evals, for the 100+ people who are listening, do not do that eval strategy that he does. That only works if you're a profitable strategy or profitable trader and you can make money after. Um, if you are not profitable, do not go full leverage and pass Apex evals, because then you will pay more money to fail the actual PA. So disclaimer there: do not try to pass evals quickly if you are not a profitable trader. You are just going to get humbled in the pay or in the funded account part. So with that aside, so um, Apex, there's no, once you get the cushion. So let's say that you go with the a 20%. You want to risk 20% of your drawdown on Apex. So you risk the drawdown's 2,500 on 50K. You risk $500 a trade. If you win in the 10 days that it takes to get to a payout, you go up 10R. You're up $5,000. If you take out 2,000 of that, you still have $3,000. Your drawdown is stopped at 50,100, so you have a $2,900 buffer. After that, other than in 4 months, you're able to take out 100% of your account. There's no incentive to make more than $200 a day, because you can't make more than $2,000 every 2 weeks on Apex. You can on Top Step. So Top Step 150K, your trailing drawdown's $4,500, right? If you take that same 20%, which for most people it's probably 10%. But if you take that same 20%, you're risking $900 a trade in 1 week. If you go up 5R, then you're up what, $4,500. Take out 2,250. It leaves you with 3 trades to lose. You can either cut down your size, or you can say, I want to risk it for that. But no one's making you take out the full 50%. If you say you want to just skip a payout and go to next week, make 4,500, then withdraw 4,500 and just act like that first week never happened, it's just an extra buffer, then do that. There's no like hard fast rule. That's just what I do. I will never really keep I will never keep a ton of money into a prop firm that I am able to withdraw. That's not the point of prop firms. Top Step's a little bit different because they're actually, a legitimate prop firm. They want you to succeed. They'll put you on a live account. It's kind of like the closest thing you'll get to trading Wall Street. So Top Step's a little different. My hard and fast rule with all prop firms is on never leave money into a prop firm. If you say you had a 50K account on my forex fund, and in the 1 year you built it up so that you'd never have to worry about drawdown again. You built it up to 100 grand. Well, a couple months ago, you're probably a pretty sad boy looking at a 50K payout that you just didn't take. You know, not you individually. Obviously, I'm saying if that's what I did, I'd be a pretty sad boy. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'll never keep money in a prop firm that's not absolutely necessary to keep in there. And with Top Step, you can either, you know, let's say that you got your account up to $4,500. You can either you can take $500, you can take up to 2,250. Um, but what I would encourage you is, you know, if with Top Step, you're definitely playing the longer game because you're eventually going to, if you're a good trader, you're going to get on funded account on live accounts. So you can get up to 350K live accounts. And if you're, you know, your daily max loss limit's $3,000, so 3,000 times three is $9,000. So you could risk $900 a trade. If you win one trade a day, you made $900. That's almost 250 grand a year with one prop firm.
Yeah, and
So,
that's kind of where I was leaning towards, like the second option you were saying, where to skip the first payout to have it as a buffer.
mhm,
Um, just because, like I said, that 2250, or it would be a little less, but like whatever that payout would be,
yeah,
isn't other than paying for all of the challenges up until this point,
uh-huh,
just to be like at net zero, that wouldn't be worth like only having a 2 to 3 trade cushion at that point. So I
right.
think that's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, and if I mean, again, you got to look at your stats. Um, you're you're definitely you need to know how many trades you can lose in a row. But you know, I would highly doubt you lose 10 in a row. So you can probably lose 10 trades, do 10% of the max loss limit, and then the cool thing with Top Step is that that daily loss limit doesn't fail you. So you can, you know, if you say I'm only going to take, let's say that 4 weeks down the road you've built your account up to over 10 grand, and um you're only worried every day, you're only worried about the daily loss limit. You're only going to take, let's say you say I will lose 4 trades in a row. Well, then you do 3,000 divided by 4, so like 750 bucks, and you risk that a trade, and then you could start compounding. You probably cap out at, you know, probably risking $1,000 a trade, but um, depending how much you lose. But Top Step is for sure a longer. You're wanting to build that account longer because you're going to eventually go live, is the idea, and then you just after you go live, you want to withdraw enough to, you know, you want to keep that buffer in whatever you think it is, you know, 10 5 trades, something like that. But then I would withdraw everything else. And the thing I like about Top Step is the one of the reasons I think that they're, you know, one of the few prop firms that actually want you to succeed is I've been tuning into their streams the last couple of days, and every time they say that they want you to withdraw. Like they don't care if you're withdrawing 50K. They don't care if you're withdrawing $500. They want you to withdraw your profits because they know that on the back end it actually helps them because then you're trading with a little less emotion, and then you're hopefully able to trade better. But yeah, I would say that Top Step's probably, definitely a more long term strategy, but you still want to have the idea that you want to pay yourself the most you can, I think.
Do you think Topstep puts that 50% rule so people just don't over withdraw and leave them no cushion and
Correct.
just blow their account?
I mean, there's people who they don't have like any consistency rules that I've read. I mean, they've had people who make, you know, 20 grand in a day, and I'm sure that just keeps them from those people making 20 grand and then them having to pay out, you know, 18 or whatever, and then the person failing the next day. So I think two things. Um, I think it could be seen from their perspective as beneficial to the trader to keep 50% of their profits in the account, but also subsequently it also helps them not have to pay out traders who might not be profitable who seem to be.
Gotcha.
My 2 cents. Um, Pesos, do they have limits that you can withdraw on Apex? Yes, it's in their FAQs.
What are their withdrawal maximums?
It's dependent per account. I know the 50K is 2,000.
Like, is it just down to the trailing buffer?
Uh, no. So you have to be above the trailing buffer, and then you can withdraw. So once you're above 52,600, you can withdraw a max of 2,000. And then if you get in the next 10 days, if you get back above 52,600, you can withdraw another 2,000. But you can only withdraw 2,000 every 10 trading days until the 4 months are up, and then I believe there's no limit. I just stick to the 2,000 a week, or every 2 weeks, and just go for $200 days. Obviously, I end up making more than that, but I like to think of my Apex accounts as just like kind of like consistent income, because once I hit that $200 a day, because like I said, you can only withdraw 2,000 for 50K. Once you hit that 2,000 for every 10 days, there's no incentive until the 4th month, and then you can withdraw as much as you want if you want to clean it out. But after that 4th month, I have just kept my accounts, and we'll continue to just do the 2,000 per account every 2 weeks. That's the idea. That's the difference between Top Step and Take Profit, and why they have 50% or 50 execution rule. They have no withdrawal maximum or time frame rules. Correct. Yeah, like I said a couple times, Top Step is definitely one of the more. They are the most legitimate prop firm company I've ever worked with. Forex firms are pretty legit too, but I'm not convinced that they ever want you to be live. Can I pay for a TPT eval for you? The money is not why I haven't gone with TPT. Right now, it's hard enough for me to trade on 2 different platforms, and then you talk about MetaTrader when I add that back in for Forex, and then you talk about Thinkorswim and Webull and Robinhood. I'm just going to be on too many platforms. And now that I have a live account with TopStep, now I'm going to have 3 different platforms I have to log into for just futures. Yeah, I'll probably hold off for a bit. Do you ever trade off Tradeovate? Yeah, I do. That's how I do Tradeovate. I have Tradeovate and Ninja, but then my TopStep accounts were Tradeovate, and so I'm pretty sure I have to log in with a new Tradeovate login. So I'll have 2 Tradeovates and 1 Ninja, and then eventually I'll have MetaTrader again, and then I'll have Thinkorswim for options, Webull for options, and Robinhood for options. So Batsiapa, it is in the description. Alrighty. That is it for me. I have my stops in place. I have my TPs in place. One of those will hit. Alrighty. So that's going to be it for this weekend. Yeah, I know I need to consolidate my options. Now that Thinkorswim has given me level 3 or whatever to do spreads, I might just move everything over there. But I am a hoe for the Robinhood UI. It is very, very attractive. So anyway, alrighty. Have a great weekend, guys. If you got, how long did it take for Top Step to give you the live? Well, I like the actual live account, like, so there's the XFA, which is the express funded account that is live, but it is live in the fact that you make money on what you make. It is not live in the fact that you are not trading live markets. You're trading demos still, but you do make real money with what you trade. But then the actual live account, I had to sign some stuff. I think it took a couple days. But yeah, no complaints there. Use any trade copier. I do on NinjaTrader, and Tradeovate obviously has the groups, but I haven't found anything to copy trade from like one platform into all of them. I've heard Quant Tower, but I haven't looked at it at all. So maybe that'll be a weekend thing. But I also have to start getting caught up on making videos, and then making making a website for myself. So try to get everything all in one spot. That's the plan by end of year. Alrighty. Thanks, guys. See you all next week. Have a great weekend. Trade safe.